Hey all, Kurt Sasso here from TGT Media, of course at Motor City Comic Con, joined today by a legend, a wonderful person and actress in her own right, Lynne Stewart. How are you doing today?
Great. I'm so happy to be here. This is a very exciting show and the crowds and everything. I'm just really, really happy.
You know, you've been a true inspiration to me because I've seen a lot of your work in the past. And why did you want to become an actress?
Oh, well, when I was in the third grade, I did a show, and I was a Christmas joy. And I introduced the spirit of Christmas from other lands to Santa Claus, and I thought, this is a great gig. This is wonderful, and it's very similar to Miss Yvonne. You know, I was like the hostess for the Playhouse. It was very similar to being Christmas joy in the third grade.
You know, everyone has one or two inspirations that kind of set them on their path. Who are some of your inspirations?
Oh, I loved Sandra Dee and Marilyn Monroe. So when Miss Yvonne flirts, she is my interpretation of them flirting, because they were my idols when I was growing up, when I was like 16 and before. You know, I think like from 12 to 16, they were very influential years, and I was very influenced by Sandra Dee, and you know, I can do Sandra Dee. Do you want to hear me do?
Oh, Moondoggy, the bigger they are, the dopier they are.
The younger generation are coming in here. They're seeing yourself as an inspiration to them, but how can they be an inspiration to the next generation?
How can
the younger generation inspire the next generation?
Younger? I think Miss Yvonne, she was very, very self-centered, but she was very, very kind. And I love to see women characters coming from a place of kindness and heart. And I said when they were, luckily, you know, Paul Rubens and John Paragon, they were the writers. And I asked them, I said, I don't care how many lines Miss Yvonne has, but I never want her to be mean-spirited. I always want to come from a place of kindness. And a lot of times it's easier to write women, but they didn't. They respected me, respected what I wanted to do, and she was never mean. And they gave me a chance to write 2 episodes. I wrote, I forgot what I wrote. I wrote Rebarella, and I wrote Let's Play Office with co-writers, Mimi Pond and John Paragon for Let's Play Office, and Mimi Pond, which was Rebarella. That was my baby, because I remember I did a movie with Paul, Big Top Pee-wee, and I asked him, could I write an episode next year? And he went, sure. And then I was like, oh my God, because I'd never written an episode of anything. And I thought, well, I better do it. And so I talked to my friend Mimi, and she said she was gung-ho, and we wrote it from a woman's point of view, where we were, I was a stewardess, and Ipatha Merkinson got to go on a date with a handsome fireman, and Pee-wee and I chaperoned at a drive-in. So it was things that I loved growing up, drive-ins and airplanes, and so it was really a dream come true. And they were building the sets, and it was like, oh my God, do they know I'm a fake? but it's so exciting to see something that you wrote come to fruition, you know, seeing them build the sets for your show. So that was great. You
know, when it comes down to it, once you head home after this convention ends, what personal experiences are you going to take away from this?
Well, I think so far, you know, I just got in last night, but everybody at the hotel, there's a kindness here. That's what I think I'm going to take away, is how kind people have been to me, because they really have. You know, just people in the hotel, hi! You know, so that's really been fun. And I heard Allie Willis is a friend of mine, and she loves Detroit so much, and she loves her high school. And I emailed her that I was going, and she said, "Tell me everything when I come back." So I pre-love Detroit because Allie's a dear friend of mine, and this is her heart. This is her love.
Well, thank you, Lynne, so much for taking the time to do this. It's a true pleasure, and I hope you have a wonderful time here.
Thank you. And thank you.